that they will be participating in conversation. Josh will be is assigned as our alternate for our missing member this evening, so Josh will be voting with us this evening. Okay. As authorized in section 551.071 of the Texas Government Code, this meeting may be convened to an executive session for the purpose of seeking confidential legal advice from the city attorney on any agenda item within. The Rolette Board of Appraisals reserves the right to convene and recess and realign to a regular session at the call of an executive session in order for business at any time prior to the adjournment. Okay. Process for citizen input. If you're not available to attend our meeting in person, you may complete an input form online at the city's website by 3:30 p.m. the day of the meeting. All forms will be forwarded to the Board of Adjustment for review at the start of the meeting. Okay. And at this time, I'd like to invite any citizen in the audience to speak on citizens' input. At this moment, I also see no one in the audience for that activity. So we'll move on to the next item on the consent agenda. We've got a number of previous Board of Adjustments, Board of Standards, or Building Standards, Board of Appeals, agendas that need to be approved that basically got held up in the system for way too long. They're here tonight, and we're going to vote on those. Need to make sure everybody on the diocese that are voting have read those minutes, and these minutes do cover from the last almost 2 years. So have you all read the minutes and any issues, the minutes that you would review? Is there a correctness? Any comments, Mr. Pollack? You? No. Okay. We have a motion to approve the minutes. This would be July 12th, 2023, May 24th, 2023, March 8th, 2023, March 9th, 2022, September 22nd, 21, and July 29th of 2020. The motion?
I'd like to make a motion we approve all the minutes.
Here, a motion from Tony. Second?
Second.
Donna, seconded. Call for the vote, please.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
just for the record, since I was not on board in 22, 21, and 20, when these, these minutes were done, I will not be voting, so I'll be abstaining.
Understand. Okay, we do have a majority, so the minutes will be posted as being approved now. This time, the other business for this evening is a consider action for request from Jesse Rees about a septic system. That's on adding 4A. We have a presentation of the city.
So good evening, members of the board. The background on this item is that the structure on this property was built in 1968. There was no access to a public sewer main, and as was the custom at that time in most of the rural areas, a septic system was installed to handle the sewage system. The applicant has indicated recently that the existing septic system has failed. According to section 701.2 of the International Plumbing Code, as amended by the city of Rowlett, connection to a municipal sewer system is required. It's not allowed to use the septic system without variance. Alternatives to connecting to the city sewer system must be approved by the Board of Appeals. In section 701.2 of the Plumbing Code, it was amended in 2022 to require every lot in the city to be connected to a public sewer system. And to give a little bit of feedback, previously, the standard was 300 feet. That standard made sense in some cases, didn't in other cases. In one case, there was a property that was 308 feet from the city sewage system. The applicant says, I'm 308 feet, so I'm 8 feet beyond the 300. I don't want to put it, I'll put it in a setback. Then a few months later, they came back and said, please let me connect to the city sewer system. So what we were trying to do was to come back and say, pretty much 99.9% of the time, you're going to have a city sewage line that's within a reasonable distance from the property. And in those cases, they just need to connect. And if something comes up and it's beyond that, and it's not reasonable, and it's way out of the ballpark as far as the cost, then we give the board the option to grant variance. And so, as I said, over the last 20 years, the city sewage system has increased extensively, makes access to the public sewer system very accessible and reasonable. And so staff under these rules does not have the authority to grant variance. It does require the board to grant that variance. And then also a little bit of more background. Staff does not have the authority to approve septic systems or to approve the design or the location or anything else. By TCEQ regulations, that has to be done by the Dallas County Health Department in our area. So the nearest sewer main to this property is approximately 1,500 feet south, so it's well over the 300-foot threshold. There's no timetable to extend the sewer line along Vincent Road or to serve this lot or any neighboring properties. Proposed system is an upgrade from the existing failed septic system, and the lot is 2.14 acres, which exceeds the minimum 1 acre size that's required to install a septic system by Dallas County regulations and by state law. As set forth in section 2-75 of the Code of Ordinances, the Board of Adjustment shall also serve as the Board of Appeals. In this case, you're serving as the Board of Appeals. When you're acting and serving as the Board of Appeals, the quorum consists of a simple majority of the membership, and matters may be approved or denied by a simple majority. So the 75% rule that applies with the BOA or the state law does not apply in this case. 3-2 vote in favor of granting the variance would approve the variance. Public notification. Kill this. We did send out notices within all property owners within 200 feet, just to let them know that this was being requested. We received no returns on that in favor or in opposition. Within the 500-foot rule, we sent out 15 notices, and we received 2 in favor, 0 in opposition. Staff is recommending approval of a variance to allow for the septic system to be installed. We feel like the 1,500 feet is an overly burdensome requirement for the applicant, and we recommend approval of the variance. If you have any questions, be happy to try to answer those questions.
With the requirement of the county health department to approve these designs, is there any coordination of that effort with the city of Rowlett?
No. Not, the only thing that we do is verify that the county did approve and verify that they have approved whatever they installed. We don't have any authority under current state law to do any reviews or approvals of septic systems.
Well, do we know if they have the capacity or even the recognition that we're out here for them to do that? Are they still finding this service countywide?
Yes, they do.
Mr. Jackson, just for the record, you said that this house was built in what, 68?
Yes,
At that time, they were out in the county, is that correct?
yes, sir.
I don't believe this area came into the city until sometime, probably the late 90s, mid to late 90s.
The last annexation that I did review in that area was, I believe, 96, was whenever we annexed portions of it along Elm Grove. And I'm assuming that included this section as well.
And I guess the last question I have, is there any date or how is the, what I would call the Allard property north of this, supposed to have somewhere around 800, 900 homes that's just north of there that's having the land scraped off now?
It is. The problem is the topographical issues. That the land runs uphill, and all of those lines that are installed there are actually going to a pump station, and so connection to that system is not possible.
Okay.
I have a comment of being in similar situations in the past. Dallas County will work with the individuals. This is, I assume, going to be an aerobic system. We current state of the art. One thing the city of Rowlett needs to make sure the homeowner is aware of, just even overlook and also find the septic is one issue. The power to power the pumps is a separate issue, and I would recommend that the homeowner make sure they get their building permit for the electrical connection, not to cause them grief on that issue. And that's all I have to say. Any other comments from members of the board?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we, I'm sorry.
My question was that this is basically approving the variance, we're not gonna be able to say on actual septic systems, it's them allowing them to go to the county to try and process it, to get all the applicants and everything. Doesn't need a lot.
It's just approving a system other than connection to the city sewer system.
One point of clarification, the city does have to sign a document to the Dallas County Health that it's not in a floodplain, if I recall correctly. Yeah, there's a floodplain document that has to be signed by the city, forwarded to Dallas County Health, and then they'll move forward, unless the city signs that floodplain document. Truthfully, that it's not in floodplain, then he's sort of stuck.
You ready for it?
Yes, ready for the motions?
Yes, I move that we accept the applicant's application and approve it.
A motion to approve by Stanley. Tony's the motion to second that. Call the vote, please. There's one vote missing, looks like. There we go. Okay, we have all people voting in the affirmative to approve. The party is not in the audience, but congratulations. It's a major task off their minds. Okay, at this moment, seeing no other business, I move to adjourn the meeting at 7:50. It looks like on my map, I bolt. So it's 6:47. Okay, I see it now. One of these days we'll fix the clock in the back of the room. Thank you, members. We appreciate you. We were adjourned.